Hey y'all, check out this cool math problem. It comes from a math competition and it's really fun. We have to evaluate 1 plus I to the 12th. Now we could do that by expanding it out and multiplying it term by term by term, but that would take a long time and be super tedious. So there's actually a faster way to do this. If you want to try it on your own, pause the video right now because we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rewrite 1 plus I to the 12th as 1 plus I to the 2 times 6. The power to a power rule tells us that a to the b all to the c equals a to the b times c. In this case, 2 is like our b and 6 is like our c. So we can use the power to a power rule backwards to rewrite this as 1 plus I to the 2 all to the 6th power. Now we can expand out this 1 plus I squared term. It's going to be 1 plus I times 1 plus I all to the 6th power. So that's going to give us something all to the 6th power. And we can FOIL this out. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times I is just I times 1 is just I. And I times I is negative 1. So we end up with 1 plus I minus 1 all to the 6th power. Now the 1's are going to cancel. We have 1 and minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And I plus I is just 2I. So we end up with 2I to the 6th power. The power of a product rule tells us that a to the b all to the c equals a to the c times b to the c. So we can rewrite 2I to the 6th as 2 to the 6th times I to the 6th. And 2 to the 6th is just 64, and we'll write I to the 6th as I squared times I squared times I squared, because 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Since I squared is negative 1, that's going to give us 64 times negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. When we multiply that all out, we get negative 64, and that's our final answer. Let's put a box around it. So 1 plus I to the 12th, all multiplied out, gives us negative 64. And that's some pretty cool stuff.